Well, hi there. This is Hubby with Just About Anything Garage. So I thought I'd give you a PSA, a project service announcement update on the last one we did, fixing that cast part. And if you recall, I had it out of shape, smacked it, cracked it. But what we did is we went back and we refixed it, okay? And now, ta-da! It's sitting up on there. It's almost all the way up. We've got to get the big U-bolts to cooperate and move. And you can see this one started way out here and it's way over there now, so we've almost got it there. But there it is, and there's no cracking I can see. Now, if you want to see how we did that, hang in there. And this is what we did to go ahead and to fix the saddle the second time round. Okay, so here's what we did to get that results that we just showed you on that. It had cracked from here, and it kind of came along like this and went there, and then we flipped over. It was from this side. You can see that it extended into here, because what I did was, to get it to the right circle, I took a hammer and I just smacked it until I got it flat enough that it fit the curvature here of the thing. I was also smart, and I also traced the curvature, so in case this fails, I can make one that'll fit. But when we did that, what I did is I took, instead of the big grinder, I took the zip disc here. It's got a thinner thing on it, and I cut just like we did before, where we ground out the channel. I cut the channel where it was, right up and around, and then we re-welded at 100 amps. Filled in on this side a little bit more because we had a divot there. You can also see where we also filled in right in here on that. And the result was it's taken up, and it should be fine, because when the bolts tighten up on these and you pull it up, you're not, I mean, it hits here and it hits all the way around. So it's just trying to snug it. It's not trying, like when I was smacking it, to pull it apart. So I think that it will be fine. So where we made the recommendation and we talked about picking your part carefully, this can work. I'm not sure I'll trust it forever, but we're gonna run with it. Like you saw, it's on Big Bertha. So we're gonna run with it for a while, and we'll keep checking to see what it is. The other thing that I talked about was to pick your part, right? Pick it carefully. Well, this is a ram horn exhaust. It came off a Corvette motor, right? But I do Corvettes, and in certain cases, I would use that process here. In certain cases, I wouldn't. So, for example, if I broke one of these totally off, if it like cracked down this line here and came off, I wouldn't try to weld that on. I probably wouldn't do that, because I don't think the weld's going to adhere, because you're going to have force that you're pushing against it, trying to keep it snugged in. And so I think that it might crack again for doing that. The same with these pieces here. Now, what I might try is the brass process for that, because you can get a brass, and you can braze it. And although the brass is softer, it's really sticky for the cast iron. So it might stick well long enough, especially in this case, because all you're doing is trying to keep an exhaust and the donut on up there tight, right? So you're not really doing anything. Where you're trying to keep these tight up against it. If you could keep the forces even, you'd probably be okay. But where that welding process would really shine on this is if you got a crack across here on the front. You could open that crack up, you could fill it up with that weld, and it would work perfect in those situations. So that's what I'm talking about in those situations. So just to sum it up, finalize this. The process worked. If you use the process, it'll be just fine. Pick your parts really careful. We've got it on Big Bertha, and we're going to run with it and see it. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update here on what we decided to do, which was just attack it again and try it one more time after we flattened it out, because it was my mistake. It's not the process's mistake. And we'll see how she fares. All right. We appreciate you guys. Thanks a lot, and you guys have a great day.